A poster with a black background, sprinkled with short ribbons of gold. A framed photo, a white male, shaved head, clean-shaven, suit and tie. Text, Patrick M. Sheehan. Chief, VA Section 508. Retirement Ceremony. Wednesday, January 31, 2024. 2 p.m. Department of Veterans Affairs Central Office. Room 708. 810, Vermont Street. Northwest. Washington, D.C. 20420. At the bottom of the poster, a government seal. Inside, a bald eagle, wings spread, hovers over the American flag. The text in the perimeter. Department of Veterans Affairs. United States of America. Pat stands between two colleagues holding a certificate.
Of retirement. Certificate of retirement honoring Patrick M. Sheehan in recognition of your retirement from the Department of Veterans Affairs following 47 years of dedicated service to the government of the United States of America.
Pat, holding an American flag, encased in a mahogany wood triangular frame, over an oblong framed signature certificate.
Flown over the U.S. Capitol in honor of Mr. Pat Sheehan on his retirement from the Department of Veterans Affairs. It is signed the Honorable Senator Chris Van Hollen of the great state of Maryland.
Pat holding a large blue gift bag.
In conjunction with so many of your colleagues from VHA, VBA, NCA, VACO, and OIT, would like to present you with this gift bag. The contents of this bag include a variety of items that you had placed in your Amazon shopping cart. In some cases, several months ago, in preparation for the occasion of your retirement. We hope that you now have the time to fully enjoy them. For your desire to get back to your workout regimen, there's a collection of workout gear, clothing, shoes, etc. If you're determined to continue working on projects, there is selection of new power ties. I don't think any of them are red.
You know, if I think about the contribution you made, 508 kind of went from a thing that we knew we needed to do but weren't making enough progress on.
Pat stands at a podium.
They were pretty smart up here. They knew not to give me a mic. Well, thank you, first of all. Thank you, everybody, for being here, and for the people online, my sister Peggy, telling all those family stories. She knows how to tell those stories. She knows all the dirt on me. I'd like to thank the planning committee that put this together. Myra Caulfield, Yolanda Ellison, Michael True, and there was a whole committee that organized all of this, the refreshments, all the music during the day, and just the online presence, everything that was involved. So thank you very much for that. We started, as it was said earlier, the Section 508 office down on the sea level at 810, that's where I'm leaving from, the sea level. We didn't go very far. Martha at least came up to the 7th floor or whatever, so yes. We started with 3 of us, Susan Bose, Bob Volk, and myself. Now we've grown to 24 people. And people have asked me, you know, what do you do, where do you work, what do you do at Department of Veterans Affairs? And I tell them that I'm an IT specialist. But I tell them what I really did was to put together a team of people that was tops in the federal government. I was very privileged to be able to develop a team that was smart, that was dedicated, that was energetic, and that worked really hard on 508 to accomplish what we needed to accomplish for, first of all, veterans, who are our main audience, and particularly disabled veterans that we could serve and help to improve access for IT for them. This is a very dedicated group, and I am most proud of this group going forward because of their dedication, hard work, and I think of anything that I can leave, that is the legacy of this hardworking team, because it's going to go forward in the future. I understand that they have great plans to expand and to move forward and do better things and greater things in the future, and I will do what I can to assist and extend my best wishes to that team. They are the best in the federal government, and they've always been there for each other, supported each other, and worked really, really hard. And I'm extremely proud of this group of people. Along with this team, who has done such a great job, we had them, working really, really well. And then about a year ago, we got moved into compliance, risk, and remediation, working under Marissa and Martha. And what we gained with that were management that said that enough was enough, and that we needed to improve what was being done for disabled people, and that we were going to put an emphasis on that type of access. And they had the ability, the courage, the foresight, and the integrity to go forward and say that we weren't going to accept any kind of IT that wasn't accessible with respect to 508. And that type of, they could have ignored 508, and they chose not to. They chose to have the courage and integrity to go forward and say that we need to not only look at, what we do for everybody, but as Nicole said, we had to look at the disabled population. One person couldn't fill out a form. Another person couldn't put her veterans in for services using an IT health program. And Martha and Marissa particularly stood up and said that we are not going to tolerate that anymore. But it wasn't just Martha and Marissa. The secretary, as you saw, is behind 508. Deputy Secretary also, CIO, who is here today, and the PDAS, Dwayne Beard, have all been behind 508. And this is the first time that we've had that type of support, and I'm very, very proud of the VA for being able to enact that type of support. I have tried and worked in other areas as with respect to the American Council of the Blind to try to increase access, because helping one person is important. I know the CIO sometimes has quoted Mr. Spock on Star Trek. He said at one point, the needs of the many outweigh the needs of the few or the one. I would argue with Mr. Spock that the needs of the many do not outweigh the needs of the few or the one. The impact of one person who can't do the job is important. And that's important whether we are at the Department of Veterans Affairs getting services for blind veterans to fill out a form, whether we're with the American Council of the Blind looking to build intersections with accessibility so that you can cross a sidewalk and get to a bus stop. As my good mentor and friend Charlie Crawford pushed me to work with him on that. Or whether you're building accessible transportation through WMATA in Washington, D.C., our transportation system. It all comes down to what you can do for people. And I have been very lucky to be able to use my ability, but to build a team and work with people who have believed what I believed, and we try to make a difference. I guess I would close maybe quoting John Kennedy, who indicated that he was happy, and I would agree, because I could use the full use of my energies and powers and abilities along the lines of excellence to achieve what I've been able to achieve. But I've been able to do that because of the people in this room, the people online, the teams that we have built, and what we have done to work forward together to make a difference. So thank you so much for giving me that opportunity. Thank you so much for the team for giving me the ability to move forward, for your friendship and your love, for the Department of Veterans Affairs and this opportunity to use my gifts, as meager as they are, I believe, to try to make a difference. And thank you for the support of management and leadership here for sticking up and doing the right things. God bless you all.
A poster with a black background, sprinkled with short ribbons of gold. A framed photo, a white male, shaved head, clean-shaven, suit and tie. Text, Patrick M. Sheehan. Chief, VA Section 508. Retirement Ceremony. Wednesday, January 31, 2024. 2 p.m. Department of Veterans Affairs Central Office. Room 708. 810 Vermont Street. Northwest. Washington, D.C. 20420. At the bottom of the poster, a government seal. Inside, a bald eagle, wings spread, hovers over the American flag. The text in the perimeter. Department of Veterans Affairs. United States of America.